So, darling, thank you so much for participating this, and I'm starting now with the first question. What were your biggest concerns before joining the Shero program?
At the beginning, I was afraid of the women in the group, so I knew we were totally strangers, mixed in a group, and to open up, tell about my feelings, my emotions, the things that hurts me, or to show myself. Um, it was kind scary at the beginning, or those were my concerns. Yeah.
And how did it turn out for you after that?
Surprisingly well. After I think 3 days, I talked about my sexual abuse, which was a huge step for me, and I could open up, and it felt really after like 1 day, 2 days after the first call, like a family, like a safe place. There were 7 great women, a good teacher. It was you. So I really felt safe, and we were like sisters. And I have also a alignment sister, and she grew to a very, very good friend, and I'm so happy about it. So I would miss it for the world. So I will do it all over again immediately.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, then let's move to the next question. Did the investment of time and money, was it worth it for you?
That was also at the first one of my concern, because it's a big prize for my considerations. I thought I could take some vacation or do this program.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to say it really is worth the money. It's like 6 weeks, and I did such a huge progress, and I made so many steps forward, which you won't make in 6 weeks if you take vacations. It's nice to have the vacations and you are maybe relaxed, but you won't leave your comfort zone. You won't see so many big steps with your sisters. I'm sorry, there are 7, so it's worth the time, it's worth the money, absolutely. And you don't have to forget, maybe the program is only 6 weeks, but all the things, the paper, the works, you can use them afterwards. So it's like for the lifetime, the rest of your life you have things to do. And we are continuing the course, so we are working together, and we are staying together. So it's like not only 6 weeks only, it will go further. So I'm really looking forward to it.
So happy. I'm so happy to do these calls. This is so epic, really.
Yeah, we have a great group, so
yeah. You really are an amazing group. So how much time you think you invested, like on a daily basis or a weekly basis, like about?
It's very difficult to say like this, because it was very important for me to have my daily day for myself like usual. So to meet up with friends, to go out in the evenings, and not only to take my head and put it in this program and just focusing, but on the other side, I took my thoughts, and I used the morning to think positively, to change my mind. And I also get to know someone, a man, very well, and he opened me up, and he was the reason I left my comfort zone like 100 times a day. And this was such huge and a big progress for me. So
But it's
I can't.
simultaneously, right? Like this,
Yeah, yeah.
your everyday life and the course, like everything together happened in your life at the same time, though.
And I was also 1 week I was ill, but you have enough time to see or to get the things you need. So you don't have to push yourself to like start with lesson 1 and finish at week 6 with lesson 27. I'm sorry, 27. So you are really free to use it as you like, and I'm convinced you are taking the things you need, you're picking them up, maybe in a conversation, maybe in a call, maybe in a little sign during the day. So it was like fluently. So
wow, thank you so much. Yeah. So you could like really would say like it's really a thing about you can choose. You can choose.
you can choose how many energy you put in there. You can choose, and it will be all right. If you choose to like take your head and focusing on it, it's okay. If you won't, it's also okay. It will be right as you decide it is, and you will make the steps you need to make. So both is okay.
So true. Thanks, Lori. What was your personal biggest breakthrough or your biggest insight in this program?
I think there are 2 big steps I made. One's the self-love. I always talked about it and said, I know I'm so critical and I don't love myself, but I should. And suddenly it makes bloop, and it was there. I'm looking in the mirror, I think, nice girl. I like it. And it's like a huge, like I've never had it before. So, and it's feeling so right and so not forced, like it didn't stand for the mirror and said I love myself, I look great, and it was like no, it just came to me as a feeling that is naturally. So it was such a big gift. So does and it's continue. This morning I like wake up, so like this face, and I went to the bathroom, watched in the mirror, and thought, I'm looking good, and I meant it. It wasn't just to make a positive emotion. No, I meant it. I really meant it, and it was so great to see that or to feel that towards myself.
Yes.
And the second big step was to open up to a man. It was a huge step, a big way over my comfort zone. And it was very nice. I fell in love, and it was great. And it wasn't just nice or just great. It was also scary, and all my feelings came up, all my fears came up, and it didn't matter what in the end came out, or if it worked or didn't work. But just to know I could open up to a man after a sexual abuse was just so great. And I'm so thankful also for the things this man gave me and showed me. And I realized how nice it could be to open up, even if you can get hurt.
Lori.
But
Start to cry here.
No, I don't want to make you cry. Yeah, and it's really, it touched my heart. And I'm sure if I didn't have this group where I first got my voice and told about the abuse in a detailed way, and what fears I have about it and with it, I could never find strength to tell him what happened to me, and to tell me, you have to take it slow, you have to know there is a problem. And and he did it, and I'm grateful. I'm really, really grateful.
And look how you're talking about it right now. No shame, no guilt, no
No.
anything anymore. And
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for sharing that. Wow. Well,
Oh.
okay, Lori, what makes the Sheroes special?
Oh, it's so hard to putting it in words. Like, it's on so many levels great. To meet yourself, to be confronted with yourself, to be confronted with the fears, to meet these lovely women, to go through a day which sometimes isn't that nice, or to have a bad day and to be okay with it, um, to realize to be a Shero doesn't mean only to always be on the bright side. Also to be, so you have shitty days and you're still a Shero, you're still going your way. And I think that's the whole the biggest message of the Shero work. So it's not always shiny and glimmery and so.
True. Thanks. um, how was it for you to work online?
No problem. I liked it. So you have enough, you don't have to get somewhere, so you have more time for yourself. I loved it because the day the calls we had, I had always a course before or an appointment before. So I knew I can run home and I will have enough time to be part of this online call. And normally I wouldn't have the time to do it. So um, it was okay, and it didn't had a strange feeling. So I felt near the people. It doesn't make a difference if I sat with them in a room or if it was online. It felt the same way.
Great. Happy to hear. Because I have to admit, me myself, I'm sometimes really surprised how extremely real it feels. Because really,
Yeah.
it would be all like holding our hands somehow. So
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. So, well, you already said it quite, but would you recommend the program?
Of course, of course. I would recommend it if you're ready to get out of your comfort zone, to achieve things, to make some step forward. Just go for it. Really, just go for it.
Thank you so much. Laura, is there anything else you would like people to know about the program or about yourself or about anything that happened during these 6 weeks?
It's really hard to put it in words what happened, because it's more like a feeling. It's more like inner change. You can't put on a measure to see which steps you make. It's more like I see inside and I feel inside what happens. So be brave, try it out. Just do it. It's really, really, really great, and it's worth the money. Absolutely. I know at first I also thought, whoa, that's a big amount of money, but it's really, really worth it. And I love it that I can continue the work, and it won't stop after 6 weeks. It's going further and take you further. So it's not just a change or a metamorphose for 6 weeks. It's longer, and it will also stick longer, and you will feel it longer, and you will make more changes. And yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart for the beautiful words you're sharing here with me, with us. And yeah, you're such a Shero, really. I'm proud.
Oh.
Did I say that? Well, people who are working with me should get used to that. I think so. Totally.
A little bit.
Right.
But I also have to say you are a great teacher, and you guided us very well. I think I always felt guided, and you are there if there is need something isn't okay, or I was unsure about something, you were there. So you really did a great job. So also thank you.
Thank you so much.